It's not surprising in the context of ongoing cost of living concerns and sustained higher than usual interest rates that a number of people have said they've struggled with their debts and their repayments in the last 12 months. But it's really important as the corporate regulator that we understand what's happening across the system and that we reinforce to banks and lenders that they need to be there to help their consumers, and that we encourage consumers to reach out for help. And that's what the research we've released today is all about.
Can you speak to the increase of hardship in relation to home loans?
So we have seen in research recently released by ASIC an increase in the last quarter of 2023 of 54% in the number of people who've told their home lender that they are in hardship. And saying you're in hardship can be as simple as saying, I'm concerned I may not be able to make my next repayment. So we have seen those figures trending up.
And so would you expect that that would continue to increase, given that inflation does not appear to be moderating as quickly as the Reserve Bank would like, and there is a widespread expectation that interest rates will remain higher for longer?
It's hard to forecast out the trends, but while ever interest rates remain around where they are and inflation remains around a similar level, we would expect a number of people to continue to hit problems from time to time making their repayments. And that's why we really want people to have the confidence in reaching out to their lender if they're struggling to make repayments, because we've got a really important regime in place in Australia that says you've got a right to ask for assistance, and when you do, lenders are required to respond and consider varying your credit arrangements so that you can get back into control.
Today's minimum wage decision will undoubtedly bring some real relief to people in difficulty, but ASIC's own research shows 30% of Australians in hardship would not seek assistance from their lender. Why not?
We've seen in our research a range of barriers. So for lots of people, they don't know that they can reach out for assistance, or they don't know where to go for help if they need a bit of help in asking for assistance. But there are also a range of emotional barriers. So for many people, they feel stressed or anxious. Being in hardship is a stressful time. That can make it hard to take action. And also many people feel like they might have failed, or they feel embarrassed about asking for help. But these are all common reactions. And when we actually talk to people who've been able to get over those emotional barriers and take that first step, they say that it's had a positive impact on their lives if they've asked for hardship assistance and received it, and they wish that they had reached out earlier. So we're really trying to help people to take that first step with the research that we're releasing today.
And yet, Alan, a fortnight ago, ASIC released a report highlighting the shortcomings of banks in the manner in which they treat customers in hardship. Is that demonstrated once again in these more recent survey results, which show only 36% felt supported by their lender after seeking assistance?
We have found a number of problems with the way in which banks and other lenders are assisting people when they reach out. But it's fair to say we've also seen some good practices, and ASIC has sent a very strong message to those banks and lenders that we expect them to improve their practices. We've been really clear about the ways in which they can improve those practices, and we will be following up to make sure that they do. And at the tough end of the spectrum, if we see serious failures to comply with the law, then we're happy to take enforcement action, and we've shown that through some of the action that we've taken to date.
Alan Kirkland, thank you.
Thanks, Kirsten.